Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so glad y'all stopped by again today, and we're going to have some yummy dessert today. I'm going to make an earthquake cake. And every time this is taken to an event, you bring an empty pan home with you. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you want to spray a 9x13 pan with Pam or some kind of cooking spray. You're going to use 1 box of German chocolate cake mix. Now, I'm usually a cook from scratch lady, but every now and then I cheat and add some stuff to a bought mix to make something good out of it. So 1 box of German chocolate cake mix, and I'm going to add to that a third of a cup of oil. I was fixing to say a different number, but it's a third of a cup of oil and 1 1/4 cups of water. And I'm going to mix that up really well. And I'm just going to use my whisk. I think I can incorporate it okay just using this. Uh-oh. Made a little bit of a mess doing that. I can get that up in a jiffy. We've had a couple of days of sunshiny weather, and that makes everybody happy. So I guess maybe we're celebrating with a good cake today. Okay, I've got my mix blended real well here. Let me wipe my mess up. I don't like a mess. So that's my box of German chocolate cake mix, a third of a cup of oil, and 1 1/4 cups of water. Now, you're going to take 2/3 of a cup of flaked coconut, and I've got the sweetened coconut, 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips, and I don't know if it's supposed to be milk chocolate or semi-sweet, but what I had on hand was milk chocolate chips. I really don't think it would matter. And I had a cup of chopped pecans. Now I want these to just kind of mix around in here, so I'm going to get a little spoon and stir them. Because what I'm going to do, you take this and sprinkle it in the bottom of your cake pan before you put the batter in. So you want it pretty well mixed, and it looks kind of like trail mix when you get it all mixed together. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it in the bottom of this pan as evenly as I can. And where I don't think it's even, I'll have it be even. Kind of like the little kid that they wanted their Cokes to be even, and the one that was pouring it got a snitch more in one glass than the other, so they just drank it down to even it out. So I'll just mix it around in here and make it even. I don't know if I can show you this up close without making it uneven, but I'll see. See, it's just mixed in the bottom of the pan. And you know, it don't matter what kind of chocolate it is, it smells good. Okay, now, let me get that out and get my mess off of it. Now I'm just going to put my cake mixture in there over the top of this. I'm not going to stir it, but I am going to kind of gently move it around where I'll have it all over the top of the nuts and the coconut mixture. Just barely brush it to where you've got it to the edges and it's covering your first layer. It's so fun when you can just layer stuff up like this and it turns out to be something delicious. Okay, I've got my cake mixture in. And the next thing that you do, you melt 1 stick of butter. And I just do that in the microwave. And you have 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now I just let my cream cheese sit out all day and it's very soft. So I put it into that hot melted butter and I just used my whisk and it blended it really well. And then you add 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. And you mix that up really good. And when you get that done, you take that and you just put it over the top. You spoon it around on the top, and then you take a knife and you just kind of swirl it in. And I'm not trying to make it pretty because I'm just going to swirl it in to get some of that incorporated all over the place in this cake. It's pretty easy, isn't it? It makes you want to run and get you a cake mix. Now, everywhere in our town, I live in a small town. It used to have more places before we were blessed with Walmart. But everywhere does not carry the German chocolate cake mix, so you might have to look 2 or 3 places to find it. Okay, then you're going to just take your knife and just swirl that icing into the chocolate. Get it all swirled in. I'm going to put it into my 350-degree oven for, let's see, 30 to 45 minutes. And I'll set the timer. And I'm as anxious as y'all are to get that out and have me some of it and see what it tastes like. I'll be back in about 35 or 40 minutes, and we'll see how pretty that cake turned out, and I'll see how yummy it tastes. Okay, y'all, here comes the fun part. This is just neat. Let me show you. I don't know why it takes it so long to focus. Isn't that pretty? Look at there. And I think I probably need to taste of this one. I don't always do this, but I want a taste of this. It just looks too good. Let me see here. I think y'all need to make one. You know how sometimes a cake mix will have that weird flavor to it? This tastes homemade and it's wonderful. It's got the stuff that was on the bottom, the coconut and the nuts, and the chocolate melted into the mix. And then that cream cheese swirled on the top. Y'all really need to try this. Doesn't take a long time to prepare it. And it's kind of pretty to look at it with that all swirled on the top. And it's delicious, and that's what's most important. Sometimes if it don't look real pretty, it tastes better than pretty. So don't always judge a book by its cover, and don't judge a dish by how it looks. You have to taste of it first. This is definitely a keeper here. And like if you have a friend that's sick, or someone's passed away and you need to take a meal by the family's house, get you some of those little disposable 9x13 pans, and this cake is perfect for that. Or the almost hummingbird cake that I did a video on. I use that one a whole lot when I need to take a dish somewhere. It doesn't take a long time, but it's always so appreciated because it tastes good. So today I'm going to get me a glass of milk. And I don't usually drink milk, but if I have something real sweet, I like a little bit of milk with it. I'm going to have me a little bit of milk and another bite or two of this cake. And then I'm going to sit down and think about what I'm going to cook for y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed evening, and be sure you come back. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that button and subscribe. Share my channel with your friends, and I'll just keep cooking for y'all, and y'all keep coming back to visit.